To understand North Korea, you must understand one thing. The Kim family doesn't just rule this country, they own it. It started in 1948. Kim Il-sung, a guerrilla fighter backed by the Soviets, took control of the North after Japanese occupation ended. But he didn't want to be just another dictator, he wanted divinity. Kim Il-sung created the most sophisticated personality cult in human history. Children were taught that he didn't need sleep, that he could teleport, that flowers bloomed when he walked past them. And here is the terrifying part. It worked. When Kim Il-sung died in 1994, North Koreans wept in the streets, not because they were forced to, but because they genuinely believed they had lost a god. His son, Kim Jong-il, inherited not just power, but worship. Under his rule, North Korea experienced a famine that killed 3 million people. Yet Kim spent hundreds of millions on cognac, Mercedes cars, and pleasure palaces. The world thought his youngest son, Kim Jong-un, might be different. Educated in Switzerland, exposed to Western culture, perhaps he would modernize the regime. He did the opposite. Since taking power in 2011, Kim Jong-un has purged over 340 officials. He executed his own uncle by anti-aircraft gun. He murdered his half-brother with nerve agent in a Malaysian airport. But his most powerful weapon isn't violence, it's the big lie. North Koreans are taught that Kim Jong-un learned to drive at age 3, that he climbed the country's highest mountain in dress shoes without sweating, that he doesn't urinate or defecate because his body is so efficient. Sound absurd? To us, yes, but when you control all information, you control reality itself.
North Korea operates on a system called Songbun. It's a social credit system that makes China's look primitive. At birth, every North Korean is classified into one of 3 castes: loyal, wavering, or hostile. This classification depends on what your ancestors did during the Korean War. If your great-grandfather fought for the South, you are marked forever. You will never live in Pyongyang. You will never attend university. Your children will inherit your low status. Pyongyang itself is a privilege, not a city. Only the most loyal citizens can live there. To even visit requires government permission. But here's what tourists never see. The electricity works only 4 hours a day. Most buildings have no running water. Apartments on the 40th floor require climbing stairs because elevators don't work. Outside the capital, conditions are medieval. Families cook with wood fires. Children suffer from stunted growth due to malnutrition. Tuberculosis spreads unchecked. Yet every home, from the capital to the poorest village, must display portraits of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. These portraits must be dusted daily. Government inspectors check them. If they find neglect, entire families can be sent to labor camps. Freedom of movement doesn't exist. Want to visit your cousin in the next province? You need written government permission. Want to change jobs? Impossible. The state assigns your occupation. And here's the most chilling rule: collective punishment. If you commit a political crime, 3 generations of your family are punished. Your parents, your children, your grandchildren, all sent to prison camps for crimes they didn't commit.
Imagine if everything you knew about the world came from one source, one television channel, one newspaper, one truth. That's North Korea. There is no internet, not for ordinary citizens. Instead, there's Pyongyang, a domestic intranet with exactly 28 websites, all controlled by the government, all pure propaganda. Television has 4 channels. Every program glorifies the Kim family or demonizes America. North Koreans watch documentaries about Kim Jong-un's superhuman intelligence, concerts where singers cry tears of joy while praising the leader. Foreign media is the ultimate crime. Getting caught with a USB drive containing a Hollywood movie means 15 years hard labor. Watching a South Korean soap opera? Public execution. But the propaganda starts much earlier. Children begin indoctrination at age 4. They learn songs praising Kim Jong-un before they learn to read. In schools, math problems involve killing American soldiers. History classes teach that Kim Il-sung single-handedly defeated Japan in World War II. By adulthood, the brainwashing is complete. North Koreans genuinely believe they live in paradise. They're taught that Americans are starving, that South Koreans desperately want reunification under Kim's rule, that the world envies their system. Defectors describe the moment they learned the truth, the psychological collapse that follows. Imagine discovering at age 30 that everything you believed about reality was a lie. The propaganda works because there's no alternative narrative, no Google to fact-check, no friends who've traveled abroad, just one voice, repeated endlessly until it becomes the only truth you know. Right now, at this moment, 120,000 people are imprisoned in North Korea's political prison camps. Their crime? Thinking differently. These camps are invisible to the world, hidden in remote mountains, surrounded by electrified fences, patrolled by guards with shoot-to-kill orders. Satellite images reveal the scale. Camp 14 alone is larger than the city of Washington, D.C. Camp 15 houses an estimated 50,000 prisoners. What happens inside these camps is almost unimaginable. Prisoners work 16-hour days mining coal, logging trees, making bricks. They receive 600 calories per day, barely enough to survive. Many eat rats, snakes, and insects to avoid starvation. Public executions are routine. Prisoners are forced to watch as fellow inmates are hanged or shot for infractions like stealing food or trying to escape. Women prisoners described forced abortions. Children born in the camps grow up knowing nothing else. No education, no childhood, just labor until death. The most horrifying aspect? Many prisoners don't even know why they're there. Under North Korea's guilt by association system, you can be imprisoned because your cousin criticized the regime, because your father tried to defect, because someone reported you for a joke you told 20 years ago. Entire families vanish overnight. Grandparents, parents, children, 3 generations imprisoned for one person's alleged crime. Former guards describe being ordered to beat prisoners to death, to deny them medical care, to watch them starve without intervention. Why does this system exist? It's a tool of terror. Every North Korean knows that one wrong word, one suspicious action can destroy their entire family. So they stay silent, they obey, they survive. Every year, a few hundred North Koreans attempt the impossible: escape. The DMZ, the border between North and South Korea, is the most militarized border on Earth. 2 million landmines, electric fences, infrared sensors, machine gun nests every 100 meters. Successfully crossing means running through a minefield while being shot at. The success rate? Almost 0. The more common route is through China. Desperate North Koreans cross the frozen Tumen River in winter when the ice is thick enough. But China is barely safer. Under a treaty with North Korea, China returns all captured defectors. Getting caught means torture, imprisonment, or execution. Women face an additional nightmare. Human traffickers operate along the border, capturing female defectors and selling them as brides to Chinese men in rural areas. These women live in forced marriages, unable to speak the language, terrified of discovery. The journey to freedom takes months or even years. Defectors must travel through China to Southeast Asia, then claim asylum at a South Korean embassy. Those who make it describe the shock of freedom, the first time using the internet, the first time choosing what to eat, the overwhelming realization that they've been lied to their entire lives. But freedom comes with a price. Many defectors suffer severe PTSD. They have nightmares about their families being punished. Some commit suicide from guilt, and their families left behind, they pay the price. When someone defects, their entire family is often sent to prison camps. Parents punished for their child's escape, children punished for their parents' crime. This is why so few attempt to flee. The cost isn't just personal, it's generational. While his people starve, Kim Jong-un has spent billions on one thing: nuclear weapons. Why? Because nuclear weapons guarantee survival. North Korea now possesses between 30 and 50 nuclear warheads. Its missiles can reach the United States. This makes military intervention nearly impossible. Libya gave up its nuclear program in 2003. 8 years later, Gaddafi was dead. Ukraine gave up its nuclear weapons in 1994. In 2014, Russia invaded. Kim Jong-un watched and learned. Nuclear weapons mean the regime survives. International sanctions have crippled the economy. No oil from China, no trade with most of the world. North Korea's GDP is smaller than Mozambique's, but the regime survives through black market trade, cybercrime, counterfeit money. North Korean hackers have stolen billions from banks worldwide. The human cost? Ordinary North Koreans suffer. Hospitals have no medicine, factories have no power, children are malnourished. Yet the regime invests everything in weapons because its priority isn't prosperity, it's survival. So what's the endgame? Some experts believe internal collapse is inevitable, that information smuggled in on USB drives will eventually wake people up, that the system is unsustainable. Others argue Kim's grip is too strong, that surveillance is too total, that North Korea will outlast us all. One certainty remains: 26 million people remain trapped, living in a country that refuses to join the 21st century, a hermit kingdom that has turned isolation into an art form.
North Korea isn't just a dictatorship. It's an experiment in how completely human minds can be controlled. For over 70 years, the Kim Dynasty has proven that with enough propaganda, isolation, and fear, you can make people believe anything, love anything, worship anything. But beneath the propaganda are real people, children who've never tasted chocolate, teenagers who've never seen the internet, parents who work 16-hour days for food rations that aren't enough. They dream of things they don't have words for, freedom they can't imagine, lives they'll never live. While we debate North Korea's nuclear threats, 26 million people wake up every day in the world's largest prison. They can't vote, can't travel, can't speak freely, can't even think freely. The outside world moves forward, technology advances, societies progress, but inside North Korea, time has stopped. The Berlin Wall fell in 1989. The Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. But the Hermit Kingdom endures, a relic of the Cold War that refuses to die. How long can it last? Will it collapse from within? Will Kim Jong-un's regime outlive us all? No one knows. But one thing is certain. Every day that passes is another day of suffering for millions who didn't choose this life, who were born into a prison they can't escape. This is the real North Korea. Not the propaganda, not the parades, but the invisible millions